I'm Elise Chaffins. I'm here with the Dominion Post and MacGuffin are meeting. Uh, Julia, a lot of the physical comedy in this movie kind of falls to you. Can you talk some about how you prepared for doing that?
Um, it was super fun. I definitely checked off a lot of like actor bucket list moments in this movie, like running from the cops, doing fake drugs, falling into a pool. And I don't know if there was much preparation that needed to go into it, but I definitely needed to feel a lot of like support from the people around me that made me feel like really comfortable to just go for it. And that is what this crew and this set was. Everybody was so supportive and just made me feel like excited to do a bunch of wacky crazy things throughout the movie. So
Excellent. And Terry, as a queer person, how did it feel to get to be able to play like a queer person on screen, especially knowing that this is going to be something that'll be able to speak to other young people, who maybe haven't seen themselves represented on screen a whole lot prior to this?
Yeah, of course. Always an honor to play a queer character. I think that like authenticity is extremely important. I'm very excited at the growth I've seen in the industry, even in the past like 5 years for, authentic representation. So very, very happy about it. I have had the honor of playing like other queer characters before and have, gotten good feedback from it. A lot of like youth. I was in a Disney project that a lot of kids I think watched and they reached out and they were like, this means so much to me. And that was really impactful because like it's the youth, and so I think with this one, maybe the demographic isn't necessarily, 10-year-olds, but like I think it's always great to see real representation. And I love that this movie, it's not like this movie's about queerness. It's really just about friendship and stuff. But the one of the lead characters happens to be queer and wants to have like, live that truth. And so I think that representation is just as important as the stories that revolve around someone's queerness. Does that makes sense? So yeah, I love being part of this.
Fantastic. Julia, can you talk about the scene at the end where you do the song? I thought that was such a unique aspect to this movie. It was probably one of my favorite parts of the film. Was singing something that you had been like ready to do when you came into this project.
I don't know for this specific character. I don't think I ever pegged Hannah as like a singer by any means, but I love that, karaoke guitar hero was a part of their friendship. And I think it shows. I always love seeing, what sort of a friendship is built around. And clearly that's like a special activity that they've done together since they were kids. So I love how intimate and sweet it is at the end of the movie. And actually going into the credit song, that's me singing on the track, which was like such a cool opportunity to like get to sing the credit song for the movie as well. Which I just think it ties it in really, really awesomely. So yeah, it was a very cool moment.
Awesome. So this is kind of a question for both of you. Did you have work with an intimacy coordinator for your scene together? And can you talk a little bit about, filming that and how that, played out?
Yeah. We worked with Heather, I believe was our intimacy coordinator, and she was great, very, very supportive. I thought like, just really uh made me feel very like looked out for, like during, between scenes or takes or between takes, like she'd be like, oh, maybe try this, and like giving encouraging notes. So I was really happy with it. I think it's great that we have like, ICs now on set. And Juge and I think a lot of coordinating the intimacy is also with your scene partner. So obviously, I think Julia and I just talked a lot about it too and made sure we were comfortable with whatever it was. That's my yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, echoing all of that and also working with an intimacy coordinator who is also queer was like really wonderful to be able to receive, notes and encouragement from somebody who understands, what we're portraying on screen. And so that was really wonderful. And we felt so supported and so comfortable with each other as well. And it definitely starts with trust between the actors, and Terry and I have a lot of trust between us. So that was really, really great.
Fantastic. One last question. What kind of things are you hoping that people will take from this? What's kind of the overarching thing that you would want somebody to see from making, after watching this movie?
I just hope people have a good time. Like it's prom season, people want to laugh, people want a feel good, relatable movie for, you know, the time of year it is. And I think people are just gonna laugh and have a great time and like not take life too seriously when they watch our movie, which is, you know, such a fun escape for people.
Exactly that. And like hopefully you watch it with your best friends and
Yeah,
like
it's a good idea.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the time for both of you. All right.
thanks for having
Thank
us.
you.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful day. Take care.
You too.